All right, guys, good morning. Today is Tuesday. We're going to be working on Unit 6, Week 3. We're going to be going over your comprehension strategy and skill, your genre and vocabulary strategy, and then your writing practice so that you guys can get better at writing paragraphs. And then we're going to finish off our ELA time together with our Your Turn Practice workbook. We're going to be working on pages 273 to 275. And then don't forget, you need to also open up your fluency reading scores in Google Classroom. And then asynchronously on your own, you guys are going to be working on your 5 themes. You're going to work on your practice spelling, practice vocabulary, grammar, mechanics, and your selfie writing. From there, you guys are going to go to PE. We're going to be working on another step up to grade 3 lesson, as well as doing another Kahoot with that. And then after lunch, I'm going to have my ELD students come back. And then anyone with missing work is also going to get their missing work completed with me. I asked many of you guys to come back yesterday and you did not come back. Okay. So let me go over it again. So I need Alexander, Kendall, Dimitri, Nicholas, Joels, Jason, Daniel, Angelica, Matthew. Actually, Matthew, I think you already got it done. Jason, Kendall, Alexander, Joels, Jason, Daniel. If I called your name, you need to get your missing work done. So you need to come back at 12 o'clock because if you have questions on how to do your assignment, then I can help you with that when you are back. If you have any other questions, like you're working on something and you need help, you can come back at 12 too, and I can answer those questions for you guys.
Read.
Summarize. To summarize what you read, use your own words to tell the most important parts of a selection. Find text evidence. After reading page 435 of Dive Teams, I can summarize what I read in my own words. Gloria has always lived close to the sea in California. She swam and surfed at an early age. She became interested in the ocean. So Gloria became an expert diver. She decided to join a dive team to find sunken ships. What would her job be? Each job on a dive team is important. One serious job is using machines the dive team needs. Another job is to repair or fix these devices when they don't work. Gloria is an experienced photographer, so she decides to photograph what the team discovers underwater. I read that there are important jobs on dive teams, and that Gloria decided to become an underwater photographer. From this, I understand that Gloria has an important job. Each job on a dive team is important. One serious job is using machines the dive team needs. Another job is to repair or fix these devices when they don't work. Gloria is an experienced photographer, so she decides to photograph what the team discovers underwater. Main idea and key details. The main idea is the most important point an author makes about a topic. Key details tell about and support the main idea. Find text evidence. As I read page 435 of Dive Teams, I learned that there are many jobs on a dive team. This detail will help me find the main idea. Graphic organizer. Detail. There are many jobs on a dive team. Expository text. Dive Teams is an expository text. Expository text gives facts and information about a topic. May have photos, captions, and maps. Find text evidence. I know Dive Teams is an expository text. It gives information about underwater teams. The text features help me learn how sunken ships are found and explored. Text features A map is a flat picture of a part of the earth. A map key tells you what symbols on a map mean. Greek and Latin roots. Word roots can help you understand what a new or unfamiliar word means. Many word roots come from the Greek and Latin languages. Find text evidence. I see the word divide. I'm not sure what the word means. I know that div is a Latin root that means separate. Divide must mean separate something. That makes sense. They divide up the tasks, and each person helps to get the job done.
Okay, this one is going to be helping you guys with your paragraph writing. So this girl is named Melissa, and she is a second grader just like you. And her teacher asked her to write about this question. Did the author do a good job in explaining why teamwork is important? Use reasons to support your claim. So Melissa, she started an opening sentence. She had a topic sentence, a beginning, where she states her opinion. I think the author did a good job. So she tells us right away she's answering the question that the teacher asked her. She uses supporting details. So she states her opinion and she supports her ideas with information from the story that we read. And then she also has a conclusion. Her last sentence sums up her answer. Ready? Let's see how she did on her writing.
I think the author did a good job of explaining why teamwork is important. Divers go into deeper water than most people. It can be hard work, and dive team members divide up the jobs. Each person has a job to do. One job is to look after machines the team needs. Another job is to repair those machines. The captain stays on the boat during the dives. His job is to keep the diver safe. The author explained how the team works together.
Very good. So she gives us her beginning, introduction, she gives a conclusion, and she uses details from the story. All right, guys. What we are going to do today is we are now going to work on our Your Turn practice workbook. So if you have your workbook, you can get that out. If not, you can use Kami. We're on pages 273 to 275. 273 to 275. 273 to page 275. Go ahead and go there now. Let me know, are you using your workbook or are you using Kami? Once you have that open, you're going to go to Google Classroom. You're going to click on classwork. Do that now, guys. Go to Google Classroom, click on classwork, scroll down to ELA, and then look for Fluency Reading Score Tuesdays. Scroll down and then open up your fluency scores. Once you have your fluency scores opened up, you're going to scroll all the way down, keep on going, because we need to get all the way to Unit 6, Week 3. There's only 3 more that we need to do, and we're doing 1 today. So there'll only be 2 more after this. So you guys are on row AD. A as in apple, D as in dog. AD. Unit 6, Week 3. These are the 2 boxes you guys are going to fill out. An Antarctic team. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to read first. Every word that I do not know, I'm going to just skip and I am going to underline the word. So you guys are going to just listen for now. Oops. Teams of people explore places all over the globe. Why do they work in teams? Each person has special skills that help out the whole team. The Antarctic is an incredible place. Okay, I don't need to underline it, to explore. I don't know this words are going to underline it. Teams travel there to study the region. Each team member has an important job to do. One of the first jobs is to set up a research station or base. I don't know the words are going to underline it. This is where people live and work and set off on field trips. Some team members construct the camp buildings. People can reach the camp by air. Pilots fly planes and helicopters. They transport people and equipment to the camp. Scientists work as part of the team to learn more about. Okay, so I stopped at about. So I go to the beginning of the line, which is 117, and then I count on 118. So I read 118 words. I skipped 2 words. So what is 118 minus 2? Very good, 116. Now I'm gonna go over here, and then I would write it right here. 116. Then I'm gonna click out of the box. All right, you guys are gonna do your reading now. Are you guys ready? We're on page 273. I'm going to get started in 10 seconds. Four seconds left. All right, ready? On your mark, get set, go. Thirty more seconds. Time. Go ahead and write your scores down and then put it in your fluency rating. Let me know once you guys are done so that we can move on to our second read. Okay, I'm gonna move on, okay? If you're still working, you can still work on it. Okay, I'm moving on. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read now. If this would load for me. What's going on? Oh, there we go.
Miss Parker, I put my scores in the box.
Nice.
And also in the page.
Good. I'm still waiting for mine to load. So as soon as it's done, I will get started. Okay, ready? I'm going to read my second read and then you guys are going to do it. Teams of people explore places all over the globe. Why do they work in teams? Each person has special skills that help out the whole team. The Antarctic is an incredible place to explore. Each year, so because I said it right, I don't have to cross it out. Teams travel there to study the region. Each team member has an important, I don't know this word, to do. One of the first jobs is to set up a research station or base. I don't know the words, so I'm going to cross it out this time. This is where people live and work and set off on field trips. Some team members construct the set camp buildings. People can reach the camp by air. Pilots fly planes and helicopters. They transport people and equipment to the camp. Scientists work as part of the team to learn more about the Antarctic. Each scientist conducts a different project. Some study the animals and plant life. Some study the climate and weather. I don't know this word, study. So I stopped at study. So 134, and I'm going to count on 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141. So this time I read 141 words. And I think I made 3 mistakes. Some camp and job. So then I have to subtract 3. What is 141 minus 3? 140, 139, 138. Am I done? No, I need to go to my fluency scores and I need to write it down here. 138. What do I do after I type my score in? I'm going to click out of the box.
Click into the box.
Why do I have to click out of the box?
To save your score.
Save my score. All right, guys. Are you guys ready to do your final read? On your mark.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Get set. Go. 10 seconds left. Time. Okay, don't forget to put your score in your fluency. Okay, let me know once you guys are done so we can move on. Okay, let's go on. Okay, we only have about 10 minutes, so let's see how much we can get done. Okay, so you know what? Actually, I want you guys to work on your 5 things. So we're going to skip doing this so you guys can cross out questions 1, 2, 3, but I will read the story for you guys. Okay, so we're not going to answer questions 1, 2, 3, but I will read the story. So let's read the whole story in its entirety now. An Antarctic team. Teams of people explore places all over the globe. Why do they work in teams? Each person has a special skill that helps out the whole team. So remember, our whole focus on this week is teamwork. So how do people use teamwork when they work in the Antarctic? The Antarctic is an incredible place to explore. Each year, teams travel there to study the region. Each team member has an important job to do. One of the first jobs is to set up a research station or base camp. This is where people live and work and set off on field trips. Some team members construct the camp's buildings. People can reach the camp by air. Pilots fly planes and helicopters. They transport people and equipment to the camp. So what are some of the jobs? There's a research station or base camp. People live there and they set up there. Some people are the pilots and they transport the people to get to the Antarctic. So here's a picture of a plane that flies team members home from the camp. Scientists work as part of the team to learn more about the Antarctic. Each scientist constructs a different project. Some study the animals and plant life. Some study the climate and weather. Okay, so there's different scientists who study different things. Some study the glaciers. Other team members take care of buildings and vehicles. Some people inspect the camp's electricity system to make sure it's working. So there's engineers, people who make sure that the machines are working, like the vehicles to get around, the electricity, so that they can make things, they can cook things, they can make sure they have heat. Some people fix broken equipment. A doctor and a nurse take care of the sick team members. So they even have people who help people when they're sick, and there are firefighters who work to prevent fires. Exploring the Antarctic is not a job for one person. A whole team must be involved, and each team member must do the job he or she knows best. So working in the Antarctic, you need to work as a team. And then there are several reasons why. People want to be safe. We want to be able to, survive out there. You want to make sure that there's someone who can fix the machines if things break. We want to make sure that there's someone who can take care of each other if people are in danger or get sick. And they also want to make sure that there are different types of scientists so that they can study about all the different things in the Antarctic. Okay, we only have about 5 minutes left. So for the last 5 minutes of class, you guys are going to work on your 5 things. I want you to take a practice spelling test, which I will put in the chat. I want you to take your practice vocabulary test, which I'm going to put in the chat. And then you guys, if you do not remember how to take your grammar mechanics or you did not finish your self-rewriting, you can watch yesterday's ELA lesson video. And I go through all of that with you guys in yesterday's ELA lesson video. It'll probably be like the last 15, 20 minutes of the video. You can always click right here to watch that video if you need to know how to do your 5 things. Okay, I put all of those into the chat for you guys, or you guys can click on the links in your weekly schedule. And then I'm going to need to see all of my students with missing work. And then don't forget, we have class at 10:15.